and welcome back to my channel where we're going to talk about Sydney Powell, her firing from the Trump administration, her bad, nuts, crazy interview with Lou Dobbs, and we're going to talk about my theories as to why Donald Trump fired her, the implications of firing her, and how Trump supporters are handling it. So let's just jump right on in. Let's start off with the fact that she was part of that bat nuts crazy interview that Rudolph Giuliani did. I did a video on it where I debunked some of the stupid stuff that they were saying about Hugo Chavez had voting machines that he used so he would never lose an election. That was invented by the CIA, but she has proof, but she won't show proof. And it switched millions of votes from Trump to Biden. And Trump won by a landslide. These are claims that she also repeated on Lou Dobbs. She also was asked to come on to Sean Hannity. And we all know how I feel about Sean Hannity. Sean Hannity thought she was too crazy for his show. Like, he asked her to show proof. She refused to show proof. And then she got rude with him. When Sean Hannity thinks your theories are unprovable and insane, a man who literally went to court and was like, don't believe a word I say, and anyone who does believe what I say is stupid. Says that your conspiracy theory is too conspiracy theory for him, you've gone a step too far. The man who brought you Hunter Biden's laptop content that disappeared in ups. That's the man we're talking about here. Thinks she's too crazy for his show. Okay. Well, was it today or yesterday? I think it was today. Today they released Rudolph Giuliani released a press release saying that she was not part of his legal team and tried to make it sound like she was never part of his legal team. The problem with that is that she has filed on behalf of Donald Trump. She was at Rudolph Giuliani's press conference, front and center. She has been promoted by the president in several tweets. She was part of his legal team. No matter how much they want to try and back out of it, she was part of their legal team. Okay? Now, while they're trying to disavow her, why do I think that they're throwing her under the bus when she's doing their bidding? I have a couple of theories. I have three. My first theory is she was looking out for her. She's using, like a lot of people on Donald Trump's side, they're in it for the con. And she was looking for a cush gig. She wanted to be like a Nancy Grace style person, and she made it more about her than she did about Donald Trump. And she was loud, and she wasn't bringing enough focus back to how great the dear leader was. Theory number one. So if you're not paying enough attention to Trump and making Trump the center of attention, he will likely fire you. Mistake number two, I think she did, was ticking off Tucker Carlson. I think Tucker Carlson and Trump have a very weird, symbiotic, unhealthy relationship. I think that Trump needs Tucker Carlson and Tucker Carlson needs Trump. And I think that when she refused to provide evidence and she was rude to him and made him mad, I think that was part of her downfall as well. Do not piss off Tucker Carlson. And not that Donald Trump wouldn't sell Tucker Carlson down the road to save his own ass. But right now, for some reason or another, they need each other. So pissing off Tucker Carlson was not a good idea, Sydney Powell. Next, and my last and final theory is that she was just too bat nuts crazy for him to even deal with. And it was making them look worse and crazier than they already do. Like, her stuff was so bat nuts crazy that Tucker Carlson wouldn't even cover it. That should tell you something. And I think that it was out of control. It was making them look bad. Republicans were starting to get on Trump about the craziness of it, and he needed a scapegoat, and I think that is mostly why he fired her, for those two reasons. Wasn't paying enough attention and giving him enough attention. Pissed off Tucker Carlson, and was spouting conspiracy theories that was too far-fetched for the Republican Party to handle. It was that simple. Am I glad she was fired? Absolutely. Trump supporters, on the other hand, if you go to Parler and you hashtag Sydney Powell or you look into the election, They are freaking out. They are asking why she's been fired. They're saying that we desperately need her. They're talking about raising a GoFundMe for her so she can continue with her lawsuits. There's also a conspiracy theory floating around that she actually wasn't fired from the Trump campaign, but when all of the information that she has is leaked, they don't want Trump being blamed for it, so they fired her so that when she releases the document dump that she has, which, by the way, if you read the affidavit for the Dominion software thing, it's literally a guy. It's like several pages of a guy ranting about Venezuela and like a whole paragraph that doesn't make sense on Dominion voting. That makes no sense and is complete total crap. Go read his affidavit for yourself if you don't believe me. Just go read it. But once she releases these document caches, she doesn't want to be connected to Trump because that would look bad on Trump and it would tick us off. Like, they don't want to tick us off. The liberal snowflakes. That don't even make no sense. That don't even make no effing sense. They're not coping well. But they seem to think that she separated herself from Trump because she's going to have this huge document dump in the next couple of days. So don't be surprised when you hear that. There will be no document dump. She was fired because she's crazy. She was fired because she ticked off Tucker Carlson. And she was fired because she's just looking to make a name for herself and con people. And Donald Trump doesn't like to share the spotlight with other con artists. It's that simple. All right, guys. I will see ya later.